shattered, and it burned the antique wood table underneath of it. But we're okay. We're in a campsite. What could go wrong? Oh boy, don't even know how to do this. Wow. Okay. Really smell the chemicals coming off of this. Oh boy. So I picked a spot here with the bathrooms right there, and that's really nice and close. Today I brought pizza oven. I've been lugging this with me all winter, and I'm finally getting to use it. I used it once before when I tried to film this video that did not go well, and hopefully this time goes better. So yeah, it just runs on propane. Picked it up from Superstore. It was a reasonably good deal, and you can cook all sorts of things in it. Pizza. Although I'm not quite hungry yet, which people will understand because I eat late, gonna get things prepped. So, easiest way I've found to roll out dough. I just got these frozen balls of dough that I've thawed out. Is in between a few sheets of parchment paper. Got a love-hate relationship with thin crust. I'll have to make a couple because they're so thin. That's okay. It's also nice in a camping situation not to handle the dough too much because although, yes, there's a washroom, we wash our hands, there's a bunch of stuff flying around, probably whatever chemicals are in those sparklers. Things get around and we don't want a problem health-wise. Get a little pizza ready. A lot of people do cornmeal on the bottom, so it slides off easy. I'm not that good. What happens is all the toppings fly off and it stays right on. So I'm doing my training method where I use a piece of parchment paper on the bottom, and I got this little port here. I can put it in the pizza oven. After a few seconds, the bottom separates from the parchment. I can pull the parchment out, don't spill any toppings, hopefully. So see how this goes. Real simple one, because I don't want to waste a lot of ingredients if things don't go well. That's how you know it's the good dry cured pepperoni, when it comes with a desiccant in the package. So.
When your kid is sick, there's a weight you carry. For a moment, we carried it together.
You love a clean plate. Almost as much as we do. And we've been dedicated to a safe, effective clean for 70 years. Cascade leaves no mess, no residue, no worries. Cascade, leaving nothing behind since 1955.
'Twas the night before Sprite when Santa Claus came. Sprite Winter Spice Cranberry was the name of his game. And they heard him exclaim as he peeked out of sight.
Merry Sprite to all and to all a good Sprite.
Parchment comes off like that. And I'll spin it around, make sure she doesn't burn. But that'll work for me. It's not incredible, but it's probably edible. So the bottom is actually done pretty good. For a first try, I think this is working out a lot better than it could have. Cheers, everyone. A couple of things I could do different. The dough didn't really rest, it just thawed out, and then I cooked it, rolled it up and cooked it. You get better results, a lot more nice bubbles if you let it sit in the fridge for a day or two, but I don't have a fridge and I don't have a day or two. So for what it is, these propane or wood-fired stoves, they take some skill, they take some learning, a lot of moving the peats around, and if I get good, yeah, I'll cornmeal it up and throw her right in like some pro chef, but I don't want to make a fool of myself in front of a million people. So I'll practice and then I'll show you. Well, my air mattress seems to be losing some air, but it's a big air mattress, so it should get through the night. I think it's time to relax a little bit in here and enjoy what U-Haul has provided me. Well, the mattress is losing some pretty severe inflation power here. That can go wrong. That's how I think my hip got wrecked once sleeping on something half deflated. So I'll keep an eye on it, but might sleep on the ground or pull out another foamy that's not going to deflate on me. Seemed really good in principle because it was nice and high, but oh well. Not too bad in here. It's a little chilly, but I can't see my breath. It shouldn't be that bad tonight. So for a little while, I'll close off the outside world and just relax a little bit here. Maybe head back out to the fire a bit, but enjoying the U-Haul camper for now. Okay. Of course, I can't play copyrighted music, so we're not doing that. The one thing I am allowed to play on my channel is my own copyrighted stuff. So that's what I'm doing right now for this shot. I'll put some header on. Just waiting for these next few vehicles. I'm going to drop this down. Okay, I'm not going to sit around watching me. There's a couple of pieces of firewood left to burn, and we're going to throw them on there. And the beauty of an RV of any type, even if it is a U-Haul that's been transformed into an apartment, is that you get to enjoy nature and then come to a quick reprieve when you need to warm up, sleep, do your dishes, charge your phone, but you're supposed to be out in nature. So let's do that. Enough of you, Steve. Time for bed. Crawl into my acquired U-Haul and start the hunkering down process. lot of inflation. That's okay. A lot of air left in this thing. Hopefully enough to get me through the night. Night, everyone. Good morning. Yeah, totally depleted. Oh, that just means it's an early start to the day. Part of what woke me up was I heard something out here. Must have been a raccoon or a bird. Got into these batteries and flipped them. Guessing a bird because they're shiny, and birds like shiny things. And I can hear one right over there. Aha! It's been packed. Yeah. I didn't even open these batteries. Up nice and early, so let's go for a hike and check this place out. I guess the downside to coming up these absurd camping situations is that I don't get enough time to walk around the campground and explore. I'm too busy hanging up curtains and U-Hauls. But truly majestic. I really don't just get out and walk around in nature on the coast here. It's absolutely stunning. So a major shout out to all those that have supported the Beer Donation Fund, which is also the U-Haul lawsuit fund now. Last time, they weren't all that happy. I got a text message on my personal phone number, which I used to rent the U-Haul last time. And it was somebody that worked there that was a fan of the channel, warning me that I was being discussed in internal memos. And then they shared the memos with me. And they were trying to figure out if what I was doing was somehow in the books against the rules. But nothing ever came of it, other than I got put on whatever their blacklist is, or the e-alerts, I think is what they called it. And so I didn't try to actually rent one. It's not hard to find somebody to rent them though. So yeah, hopefully U-Haul has a good sense of humor about this, and I don't encourage anybody to use a U-Haul in this way, but it was just so tantalizing. It was just right there, $29 for the day, plus the $1 kilometer or mile rate, and we put on one or two. So it's an affordable way to camp. And I did hear people doing this in the past, because you have to be 25 sometimes to rent a car. And people, like university students, would be going out on a road trip and wanted to have somewhere to camp, and they couldn't rent a motorhome. So I'm not the first person to be doing this. So yeah. Anyway, we'll see what happens. I'm not too concerned. But again, U-Haul, I apologize. And I mean no harm by this. Oh. What a day, though. Speaking of U-Hauls, I better start pulling that thing apart and getting ready to take off. the campground, I think you got to be out by noon or something, and I spent a lot of the thing kind of walking around. This is the best spot I've seen by far. This is absolutely my happiest place. Now I got to climb all the way back up there. Looks more intimidating on the way up actually than it did on the way down. What's the best way to do this? Sure. All right. Probably should have stayed for more than one night for all this setup work, but that's okay. The air mattress is deflated anyways, so I'm gonna start tearing all this stuff down and packing it up. I did have to make another trip to bring the extra stuff that appeared yesterday, like the chairs and guitar. However, we lost the curtain. Made it through the night though. Made it through the night. Not bad. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you want to see more extreme sleeping, sleeping gone wild in the craziest places that you could imagine, please subscribe. I'll try to keep coming up with these things. I was out of ideas 2 years ago, and somehow I've kept on going. So thank you for all the support. Cheers. Hunker down, my friends. We'll see you next time.
You'll love this for you. It's the Sleep Number Black Friday sale. Recharge this season with a bundle of cozy, soothing comfort that adjusts to you through all of life's changes. Only at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com.
Braun Smart IPL. Enjoy 2 years free from hair and hair removal.
Hey guys, welcome to Camping with Steve. Today I'm disguised as a construction worker because there's a lot of new construction in this residential neighborhood. That'll help me sneak a whole idea into a city park behind some homes under development, so let's roll. Nobody should suspect a thing because there's workers all over this place, and nobody thinks to come up and ask a guy with a wheelbarrow if they're camping or not. We got some porta potties here, so that's awesome news. We got a good path behind here with some trees, which is where I want to go. There's some roofers there, so I'm just gonna act like I'm doing something for the trails here. My best disguise, I'm gonna start picking up some garbage. Put that in the wheelbarrow. And there's a good trail here, so I'm gonna see if I can get this wheelbarrow in there and pick up a few more pieces of trash. Looks like some pretty good woods in here. This will do just fine. I'm not worried about the roofing crew because they're busy on what they're doing. They get paid by the bundle, so they're going as quickly as they can without worrying about little old me. Drag the wheelbarrow in a little further here. I'm gonna just walk around and explore a bit. Good boy. Well, if I haven't found an existing stealth camp, this is obviously some kids just set this up to hang out here. So I got a seat tonight. That's awesome. I'm gonna slowly get that wheelbarrow a little closer and get this high-vis stuff off once I'm in the woods here, and then we'll go into camel mode. Got the wheelbarrow over here, I'm just gonna turn things up a little bit. Obviously, this place is going to need a little bit of cleanup. That's okay. I'm assessing right now if it's hammock territory or not. This kind of looks like not, because there's a lot of dead trees, and I've got enough stuff to rig something up. But time for step 2, because the hardest part's all over. I can just sleep on the ground here. I'll be just fine. Oh, yes. Oh, that's good. Pilsner. Fantastic. Those homes under construction are not going to be the problem. What will be the problem is that walking trail. So before I get too comfortable, I'm going to try and cover me up a little bit here so that I can relax, because we're coming up to the prime dog walking hour. Now I just sit and wait. One of the benefits of this time of year is it gets dark so early. We probably got an hour and a half of daylight left, and sounds like the roofers are just packing up. So as soon as I'm sure they're gone, I can get out to the trail and see just how obvious this is. And I hope it's not very obvious. Time to go for a little tour and see just how blatant we are. That's awesome. Aside from the table that was already there, I can't see really anything. And I'm probably 20 feet away. Perfect. Oh, is that ever sweet. Can't see a thing. I love this camel cloth. I'm going to use this break in dog walking traffic to sneak back into my fort for the night. Can you see it yet? Yeah. This is awesome. I normally feel a lot more exposed than I actually am, so it was great to get out and check that out. I'm still going to sit down and not stand up too much, because this netting only goes up about 4.5 feet. And when I stand up, I can see people on the trail. Now, if I can see them, they can see me if they look hard enough or if I'm moving too much. So we'll just hunker down here for a little bit, and I'll start to meal prep. The one issue I will point out with that costume I wore is that all that PPE was brand new. And anybody in construction knows that real PPE is beaten up like that old cone there. It never gets replaced. And the only reason you're wearing all new stuff is it's your first day on the job, or you don't work very hard, or you're a stealth camper trying to act like a construction worker. So I really wasn't trying to fool the construction workers. They're busy. They don't care. It's the folks that wouldn't know, the dog walkers. They're going to see somebody in the vest and say, oh, he probably belongs here. So it worked for what it was intended to. I'm going to sleep under the stars tonight. Another thunderstorm? I'd like to see that. Pedestrians have passed. I'm I'm gonna saute some onions with you know, the one pot bandit's at it again. Gonna do spaghetti. Won't quite be mom's spaghetti, but I found these finely chopped tomatoes. All the best things in life come with pop top. And I'll get this sauce kind of watery, then I can just throw the spaghetti or angel hair pasta into it when it's time. And I get this pizza sauce too, because it also had a pop top. Oh, yes. I think everything is going to be all right. I've got the sauce on hold for now. It's all mixed up and ready to go as soon as I want to eat, which won't be for a little bit here. So it's cooling down tonight quite a bit. It'll be below freezing, probably around 30 Fahrenheit, -1 Celsius. So time to throw on another jacket. In the future, I won't be able to camp here. Those buildings are all under construction now, so nobody can see me. But if that was full of good, wholesome, God-fearing families looking down on me camping here, quaffing fine German Pilsner, the switchboard at the police station would be jammed. So we're just going to enjoy this fleeting moment of time before this all becomes more suburbs. Cheers, everyone. The sun has set and it is darkening. However, there's this little trail that I want to go poke my head down. It is about 100-foot wide strip of trees. So we'll see what's on the other end of this. Just a lot of future suburbs here. Transit center. And it looks like a full moon coming up today. We're right on time.
Calling all trillionaires.
Scandal Casino has rewarded rewards for all players starting day one.
And if you love a good thrill, we'll save you a seat.
Calling all trillionaires.
Calling all trillionaires. Scandal Casino.
That's awesome. Friendly little moon will provide us with a lot of light, so we don't have to use the flashlight as much. Just perfect. Oh, home sweet home. All right, time to go. We've got propane and butane mixture here, which is a good thing because it's so cold right now that this, if this is actual just pure butane, wouldn't burn. So we'll get this warmed back up again. Yeah, doesn't that look stable? I am going to require my spice package in here. Spices, salt, and sugar. Smells like Italian spice already. As that's heating up, time to set up the bunk. Gonna be a cozy night. The sauce is as boiling as it's going to be, so dump this in and really hope for the best. That's what we do here. Hope for the best. Back in the day, I didn't call it stealth camping. We just used to go out to the bush in the city, wherever we could find it, and have some beers, maybe a little fire. And we called it the spot or the watch or the cliff or whatever we found, the pines. And we always had these spots like this. And it's like the city version of a bush party, I guess. Dump in some pre-cooked meatballs. Oh yeah. Oh, I can't wait. Tasty, tasty, tasty. Perfect. Spaghetti and meatballs. Parmesan here. Oh, take the whole chunk. Of course, I have to say cheers to all of the good folk I wish were with us here, enjoying step 2 and homemade biscotti beside a construction zone. Oh wow, I got to do this more. This one actually worked out really good. And of course, thanks for all the folks that have given cool comments, followed along, stood up for me for the trolls, and yeah, I just kind of do this weird stuff, of course, and I just happened to notice on my phone we've hit 700,000 subscribers. So thank you for everybody for subscribing, of course, all 700,000 of you. And there's going to be plenty more of this stuff coming. All right. I think it's about that time. Crawling in here under the moonlight. And yeah, just right here on the tarp. I think things are going to be good. I'll shut this off here. We'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning. There is no better sleep than under the stars or at a very fine hotel. The sleeping bag did the job and kept me warm, but the ground wasn't very fluffy, so I had to roll around a bit through the night. But I've had worse sleeps than that, that's for sure. It's so awesome, these chairs were here. Perfect. Just boiling up some water in the pot to try and clean out all this old spaghetti stuff. And I'm going to do a pretty thorough cleanup here. Try to make it as good as possible. And yeah, beauty is like there's so little packed up. Just throw the wheelbarrow and walk right in. No. They've got their limits and they're ripping it. So you can see where things are going. I'm just going to build a whole fort out of these one day. Get things mostly packed up here, just doing a cleanup. Something threw used on the ground. These things are all over the place. Just throwing me. Here. Nice thing about the wheelbarrow, I can sure pack a lot of garbage in. Time to get back to reality. Just in time, the roofers have showed up, and they're noisy. Right on. We are ready to go. Goodbye, camping spot. Right on. That was a good success. Now, just got to quickly use the restroom, and then we're out of here. Perfect. We're off to go see if the car is still where I parked it. Right on. I don't want to jinx myself, but I think I got away with it. If you like these videos, please don't be shy to subscribe and follow along, because I'm not stopping anytime soon. And thank you everybody for watching and the comments. But get this packed up and go find some breakfast somewhere. Really don't like McDonald's, but they're having Monopoly right now, so I can't resist.
Hi there, my friend. What can I get for you today?
Oh, hey, could I get two BLT McMuffin meals?
Okay, what's the rate?
One of them will be an extra large Earl Grey tea with 2 milk and 1 sugar,
Okay.
and the other is a extra large coffee with 2 milk and 1 sugar.
Would you like to place your hash browns today?
No thanks.
Wait, for your order on the next screen, please.
Thank you. The other meal is for my wife. You bet.
These sunglasses, one of the nose pieces fell off of it.
Okay, thanks.
Take a card.
Get a coffee. So it hurts a little when I wear these glasses. But things could be worse, I suppose.
Please select for the bagels, number 1.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
All right. All I really wanted was the tea. However, they put McDonald's Monopoly pieces on all the breakfast stuff. Take this has absolutely nothing to do with camping. But thanks for watching, everyone. Gonna have a Halloween special coming for next week. And of course, I did get some suggestions for like a savory entree type of main course Halloween themed thing. But please give me your suggestions for those types of things, because there's tons of desserts, you know, like things shaped like mummies or, you know, spooky stuff. But there's not much for like, you know, the main dinner meal that's Halloweeny. You know, I found a few kind of elaborate things like, you know, zombie fingers and stuff like that, or a hot dog wrapped up with pastry so it looks like a mummy. But if you guys got any suggestions, I would love to hear them, because we are doing the Halloween one next week. Just closing in on a location for that, but I got a pretty interesting shelter. So cheers, guys. Looks like my food is coming here. I don't have to get the poor fellow on the camera. 2 of the BLT McMuffins? Yeah. All right. Thanks a lot.
Have a good day.
You too. Thanks. Yeah, I hate getting people on camera without giving permission or anything for them even knowing. So thanks for watching, everybody. Give me those suggestions, and better get this food home to beautiful wife. And then I'll edit this and just start the uploading process. So see you guys next week.
Depend handles that other water hazard. Keep it dry, guys.
We demand a better tasting snack.
Nothing's working with them.
Let's try Simply with no artificial colors or flavors.
Ingredients you feel good about with the flavors of Cheetos and Doritos.
These are good.
Win the snack time battle with Simply.
Welcome to Camping with Steve and Crazy Neighbor. We're going ice fishing today. The cold snap is still on, like minus 30 Celsius, and that's okay. We got a good heater, and I've had that ice fishing tent for like 10 years now, and I've never gone ice fishing in my life. So today we're gonna see if we can figure out how to go ice fishing.
Minus 37 overnight low tonight.
Minus 37, so it'll be frosty, but we got a good heater, and yeah, gonna camp out on the lake too. There are some vehicles out there on the ice, but your insurance is pretty null and void if you go through the ice. And this is our first time out, so we're just going to play it safe and pull things out on the sled. It will be a good trip.
We're halfway there, Steve.
Over halfway there. Yes, it's chilly, but the first goal is to get the shack set up and a heater in it. Then we'll worry about the hole later. We'll probably drill the hole outside, then move the tent and the heater onto it.
This is somebody to plow the grass.
Yeah. Oh, definitely a bit of a hike, but let's get this shelter set up. Right. Crazy Neighbor's trying to get a little spot for where we're actually going to put the tent, but for right now, we got to get a heater in there because I think it's time to warm up.
Horses in that bucket.
First priority is to get it warm, then make it safe. Warming up?
Oh, yeah.
It's starting to get a little warmer in here. Just, after a quick warming break, we're just getting down to the ice that we're going to be drilling through, and then we'll just move that right over here. Yeah. It'll be good. Let's go get the rest of the stuff. Yeah. Some people have way nicer setups than us. They're professionals. Typical Steve fashion, I haven't even done a lick of research on ice fishing, just bought the gear and I'm diving in. What could go wrong? Last trip, and then I'm getting pretty thirsty. I don't know about you. All right, so this hill is going to give us some assistance pulling this sled. Oh no! It's going to be a lot less fun hauling stuff back up that hill. Oh, I can see it from here. Right. Looks pretty warm in there. What do you think?
Oh, look,
Steamy.
see how it is.
Oh, yes. That's right. We're down. Oh, yeah. Well, that fogs up the lens pretty good.
Oh, it's warm.
Let's get rid of sauna. This looks fun. You think there's any wrong way to do this?
Clockwise.
Woo!
Yeah, look at that.
So, the ice is deep enough? How deep are we? 18 inches. So, that's okay.
Not deep.
See, we saved $500 on buying one of those big fancy gas powered deals.
We're sinking.
Yeah, all the water's freezing pretty quick that's spilled over. We want that because we don't want the tent to be frozen up here. Otherwise, we'll have to spend the whole winter out here ice fishing.
Yeah.
But, so all the pros out there just shaking their heads at two grown Canadian men that have never ice fished in their life. Yeah.
Let's really good drink this summers.
Never has before. Okay. Time for Dr. Heat. That's great. Just from that little bit of time, she's already icing over on us. And yeah, someone had told me, you're bringing a soup, right? And I said, what on earth are you talking about? We're going fishing. They said, no, it'll freeze. You got to scoop that. So they have proper scoops, but this I just took from home. Kepler works. Yeah, I can see the bottom.
There's something shiny down there. Maybe it's somebody's car keys.
Jeez. Okay, with all that accomplished, we'll proceed to step 2. Cheers.
Cheers, Steve.
It's not even frozen. It is cold though. So we are going to anchor this thing down to the ice. There isn't supposed to be any wind tonight, but that was also true with the bubble wrap shelter. I don't want to be chasing this thing across the lake in this weather. So we'll get that done in a second. But first, of course, we gotta enjoy the beverage. Then we're going to catch some fish. We thought we'd be all slick and use those bolts from the house with the impact gun. They don't work. So we dumped a bunch of snow around this, and we're praying for not a lot of wind tonight. Got us a couple of fishing sticks. You want green or yellow?
Oh, sure.
Yellow.
Sure.
Okay, they're fairly brightly colored, so when we drop them in the water, City Slicker goes fishing. You gotten a lot of fish in your life before?
Very few. Caught one a couple years ago when we were on the river together, and that's about it.
Is it weird to be using the same hole? I just had enough drilling after we got the first hole done. Oh, I got something. It's your lure. Okay, we'll take turns fishing. This will be a nightmare otherwise. Yeah, you got to start it with a big juicy perch or something. Two hours, no bites. Crazy neighbor saw a couple little fish though. Like, what would you say? How big?
Really small, like that big feeders or something.
Oh,
Real small.
Probably the big fish will come around and eat them, and we'll be in business.
That's the hope. Yeah.
So, this buddy heater's working really good, but it's melting a lot of this ice here. It's not going to melt through all the ice, obviously. It's making it super slippery. So I've got a barbecue here. Fortunately, brought something to eat. Because I don't know if we're going to catch a fish today, but I can set this on top of there and hopefully keep it a little further away from the ice.
Yeah, that'll work.
Should do good.
Oh, yeah.
Still get enough heat here. But yeah, this is, and of course, it doesn't go down the hole because
there's no place for it to go.
No place for it to go.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna crack this door a little bit here. Try to. I think it's gonna be wet tonight. Got the secret weapon here, the glowing lure. We probably should have got bait.
Yeah, maybe.
But I have had actually decent success in these lakes with like lures, without any bait. Pretty much, one of the first casts out, there's usually something. So I've heard that you got to kind of jiggle things around. It's relaxing, I guess. It's a good excuse to get out on the ice and have some beers, in my opinion. I think this is not something to rely on unless you're really good at fishing and know the spots. Because there's no way we're going to take this down and drill another spot. In a boat, you just kind of go to somewhere better, but we'll...
When the unexpected happens to your business, NJM will go above and beyond for you. NJM, more than you'd expect from business insurance.
Natives clean deodorant keeps you smelling divine for 72 hours.
It's made.
Brazil's fabric care ingredient. Help protect colors for going late. Wash with Brazil.
The Cowboys and Thanksgiving are tradition, and it inspires us to make Tostitos the traditional way, starting with whole corn kernels to make our masa from scratch. No artificial flavors, colors, or preservatives. Tradition matters. How about them Cowboys?
Tell me what happened.
The thief showed up, and she was like, ah! And then we were like, no! And she was like, boom, bind! And then it was like, I put sparks in it, it's too heavy. And, ah! And then we lifted and we armed, and now we're here.
We must work on your briefing skills.
See if we catch anything. So outside right now, it is minus 27 Celsius, minus 16 Fahrenheit. I can't even see my breath in here. This is extremely comfortable. Throughout the night, though, it's going to drop down. There's an extreme cold morning on it, and we're going to get down to minus 35 Celsius, which is minus 31 Fahrenheit. I'm not too worried. This thing is an insulated tent. It's the Otter Resort Vortex. I think they mean like polar vortex. I don't know. But it is cozy, getting very, very little condensation on the walls. There's some frost built around the hubs and on poles, but we've actually got the door open to try and cool this puddle lake stealth.
It's pretty slippery.
Yeah, it is. So, well, I got to turn this down at night because this is actually a very well insulated tent, and I don't think I'm going to need it full blast. I'm actually going to take my jacket off right now and be just fine. So that's what's going to happen here. It's just about dinner time though. We didn't catch our fish, so Smokies,
Still trying.
you're fascinating. Wouldn't you rather be eating a big fish with all the trimmings right now?
I'm not a big fish fan.
Well, one day, I consulted with one fellow that runs an ice fishing shack company around here, and he said, you're allowed to have a beer as long as you've got sleeping accommodations and a bathroom. So,
Got both.
yeah, so that's really good news.
Baked.
Yes. Crazy neighbor, would you like one?
Yeah, I'll wait for a little while. Yeah, thank you very much.
Hold note to reel in General Sherman there.
No, I had a late lunch. We ain't quite that hungry yet.
Okay.
Did you pay a gaff?
No, those are prohibited for use.
No, I don't think we'll need one here anyway.
Yeah, you never know.
Fishing with my Bob, every time you catch a fish, he'd yell out to everybody, get the gaff, get the gaff. And there'd be fishermen all around. What's he doing? Yelling about getting a gaff. You can't use gaffs.
I have to apologize to any serious anglers that tuned in to want to see some thrill-a-minute candid expose on ice fishing, but this is just kind of us hunkering down in a tent in really cold weather. And if we happen to catch a fish,
bonus.
So be it. I have to give a shout out to all Beer Nation folks. Because Crazy Neighbor has been known to enjoy some beers.
I certainly have.
We have to keep them hydrated.
Yeah.
And also thank you to all the folks over the last month and so that have donated to your local charities of your choice and sent me a message.
Got a new shirt.
I got the same old one. So, yeah. Probably going to hit the hay relatively early. It's like 8:30. So, little kind of late dinner. Then we're going to try this again in the morning, just to see when the fish are biting. So that's a nice fishing first. We heard a truck go past, and it was a delivery from the bar, Jungle's Bar and Grill. It's sent over by the owner of the bar, and look at this, we got
food.
Hot food.
Step twos.
Oh, awesome.
Give in to beer pressure.
This one's plain, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Wow. This is good water. I think they kind of knew we weren't going to catch a fish.
Well, they brought us food. That's good.
Yeah, so
delivery.
Bet you're glad you held out.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay. So, yeah, that's just awesome. Surprise today. So,
Don't expect a beer and food delivery.
Yeah.
Oh, like ice fishing.
There's poutine, either even labeled or
Burgers.
bird,
This is bird jerky.
poutine, salt and pepper wings,
Oh, look at all this.
and a brisket. Oh, wow. So, thank you, Sheila.
Yeah, thank you, Sheila.
Sheila, the girls at the bar there, Jody. Oh, wow. That's
Oh, yeah.
good looking brisket.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Awesome.
next time we'll just order food out here. Just taking a peek outside here. It is as chilly as advertised. Some people are running generators on a couple of shacks, but we can't hear them too much inside the ice fishing shack, so that's not bad. Yeah, there's Jungle's Bar and Grill over there. What an unproductive fishing trip, but it was a good trip.
Very good.
Hopefully we catch a nice breakfast fish. Wouldn't that be good? Grab a big fish for breakfast.
Well, it'd be nice to catch the fish. I don't know about breakfast. It'd be nice to catch the fish.
We've turned down the heater up to low because I really want this to kind of freeze back up again. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound happy, but hypothermia will wake us up if we get too cold.
Shivering well.
Yes. So, night guys, we will catch you in the morning, and hopefully we're going to catch more than just catching you. Fish. All right. That was a cold one. First time I've ever had the GoPro freeze up on me in the night. So, I don't know if it recorded time lapse. Our heat is back up. It was low, was not a good setting for that.
No.
We got a new little bit of a layer of ice. The hole is filled back in.
Partially frozen.
Partially frozen, so we'll open that up. See what we're going to do.
It's going to be too hard to get open.
Should be pretty easy.
Don't drop the hammer.
All right, we got to catch something.
There you go.
We didn't bring breakfast.
No.
We're not going to catch a fish if this video is going to get out. So I think we've picked the wrong spot, or we really don't know what we're doing. Actually, probably both.
A combination of the two, yeah. Yeah, there's no fish left in this lake.
We just have the leftovers here in our little homemade shack. They got big fancy ones. They've been here right from the start, dragging them out. Left, right, and center, I'm sure. We're not done with ice fishing. We're going to try this again. But if I put up another ice fishing video, if we don't catch a fish, I'm not going to put it up. If you see another ice fishing video, it means we caught a fish.
At least one.
At least one.
Yeah.
It's been, there's shack
big
rentals.
ones.
There's like nice shack rentals, fancy ones. You just go right out to them.
Yeah.
Porta potties, wood stoves, everything. So we might do that. And those are set up in a better location, apparently. I was looking on
Yeah, apparently the other side of the lake is a lot better for some reason.
Yeah, the north side's, I guess, better for fishing. And I was seeing pictures of, everybody that's rented there holding up huge fish all over the place. Fish. So, yeah, let's maybe try the other side of the lake next time. And if you want to see somebody catch a fish, check out Mav. He reels them in like crazy, you wouldn't believe. But, yeah, let's tear this stuff down.
Yeah. Finish my step 2. And we're out of here.
Yeah. Awesome. It didn't freeze down to the ice, so that's great. All right. Just the tent to take down now. I don't think it'll fit back in the bag. So guys, please consider subscribing if you want to see us finally catch a fish in the future. I swear, the next video that mentions fishing, we're gonna have a big one too big to get through the hole. Cheers, everybody. Cheers.
New Bailey's made with oat milk.